Peace, family. Welcome to BattleOnline.com, your one-stop shop for the highest hip-hop edutainment. Bringing you the dopest no-limit interviews, hip-hop legends, reviews, views, news, and more. So if you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated on new drops and content. Peace, fam. So TEC, who some of you guys might be familiar with, about the Money Mafia era, No Limit Forever music, Spider Gang, you know, a whole lot more. But TEC recently did an interview with Dirty Glove Bastard, where he spoke on main music, Master P, Spider Gang, and a whole lot more. So we're gonna check out a short segment of this interview. Be sure to go and check out the DGB channel. Give them a like and subscribe. They got nothing but fire content and stuff on there. So let's check out this excerpt. Then we're gonna fight back in with some comments.
That's it, for sure.
So when did Master P reach out, or how did that whole situation come back?
A nigga had came did an interview at the Max 94.1 radio station out there. And my song was playing, so that nigga, he went through J Tweezy, reached out to a nigga and shit, and fuck. That shit went like that nigga flew me out there. Went to fucking with that boy and shit. You know, he was cool people, taught me some business shit.
Where'd he fly you out to, LA, or where was he?
Yep, to LA.
Okay.
Cali.
So what was that experience like, being able to get out of BR, go out to LA on some music shit?
Shit, I think that was my first time out there too. That shit was amazing. That shit, the air felt different. Fuck, it was different. I'm like, oh shit. Then I went to that boy's house and shit. I'm like, oh shit. Nigga got bulletproof cars and shit, all kind of shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, yeah, the boy, yeah, that shit was different for me. I'm like, I don't know. That shit inspired me, like, you know, made me feel like I was doing the right shit, you know, seeing some other shit just off rapping and shit. That shit was raw to me, for real.
Yeah. How would you describe your time with over there on New No Limit?
That shit was crazy. It was crazy. It was just an experience, a learning experience and shit, for real. It was cool. It was everybody over there that was under the shit was older than me and shit. So I used to just be talking to some of them, like listening to some of them. I used to be getting into it with some of them too and shit. But we'll just get that shit off our chest and shit.
Yeah.
Nigga P crazy. He cool though. He a businessman though, for real.
Were you starstruck at all? Because like you said, you kind of grew up on that No Limit music, man.
I wasn't starstruck. It was like when I met that nigga, it was like I already knew that nigga or something, for real. So that shit, like we was real, like I fuck with dude, for real. Like around that time, I fuck with him. So, but it wasn't no starstruck shit though. But it was just crazy though, cause growing up and shit, nigga had a Master P. Like I think one of my people or something got me for Christmas. They got me a little Master P doll.
Okay, yeah, I
so
remember
it's
that
like
one.
I'm meeting this nigga, but I wasn't even thinking about none of that shit then, like for real.
Yeah.
It was like I already knew that nigga, cause that nigga was just talking to me like laughing and shit, joking off me and shit. That nigga daddy joking off me and shit, for real. That shit, I'm like, that shit crazy. Like that nigga daddy crazy, that nigga joking off me like I wake up at that boy's house. That boy, his daddy wake me up like, hey, who the fuck you is? I'm like, man, who the fuck you is? He like, who you is? What you, who you He like, you see, son? You an old Ethiopian looking motherfucker. Ooh, I'm like, what the fuck? Why you don't get your ugly, big, stupid ass? Ooh. I was looking at that boy, he driving me and shit. So boom, they was just cool. They just like regular, you know. They wouldn't even know superstar Hollywood type shit, for real. It just, what we was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
For real.
That's around the time you got locked up though?
Yeah, like I probably was around P about a year or something, year and a half, then I got locked up. I got locked up and I got out and I was on house arrest, so I was still around him because he wrote something to the PO, the people, and I still could have like went like and been in LA and shit, but I came back to Baton Rouge trying to run my money up type shit, and end up going back, catching another charge while I'm on house arrest and go to jail and like the judge was like, we can't give you no more. You've been to jail like 1 year. I went to jail like 8 times, just back to just on different, not all on some crazy shit, just like no down hard, crazy ass charges, just stupid shit, just I don't know. But nigga going to jail back to back on some shit. So that shit was like, that shit ain't make it no better. They was like, we can't give you no more chances. Gotta lay down. I mean, until you go to trial, you gotta stay in jail type shit.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Yes, that we see some comments from TEC. Definitely good to hear him speak positively about his time and experience around P and No Limit. You know, he definitely gave credence to say that he had been around the family of them, and they, you know, well, I know Hollywood tip, they real people, just, you know, they may be in that environment, but just working. Unfortunately, due to circumstances, situations, you know, obviously it seems like he had some legal problems and stuff too. It just didn't work out in terms of him going forward, but he still continued to go forward with made music, you know, Spider Gang and all that stuff, which a lot of people will be familiar with. So I encourage you to check out the full interview and, you know, check out some of his No Limit stuff if you haven't too, because he got some dope material that he did at that portion and time period of the tank. Family, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check us out on about.online.com. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for exclusive playlists and social media for all different types of segments and content.